my YouTube family doing? Welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. After my trip to Guyana, I am back in the kitchen again. Hubby was cooking while I was gone, and the kids said he did an excellent job. So today, let me show you what I brought back. I have a nice gray snapper that I brought back, and I'm going to show you a piece of it, how fresh and nice it looked. By just looking at it, it's telling me that I can pair it up with some nice cook-up rice today. And I have some Guyana red peas along with some black-eyed peas. I'm going to make a cook-up rice with mixed peas and fried gray snapper. Let me show you what the snapper look like. So guys, check how nice this fish is. I bought this fish fresh from the wharf. Check these pieces. It's a whole one, but I just took out a few pieces. I have some for curry, some for stew. I'm going to cut these up into small pieces. I might not be using all today, but this is how nice and fresh it is. I'm going to add some seasoning once I finish cutting it up. I'm going to ask hubby to help me. And then I'll show you how I prepare the fish to go with our cook-up rice. So after washing and cutting up the fish nicely into small pieces, I'm going to start my seasoning. We're going to go in with some salt. Look how beautiful the fish look. You can see that it's very nice and fresh. I'll leave all the measurement of the ingredients I'm using in the description box below. Next, I'm going to add some black pepper. I'm going to go in with some Sazon. It gives a nice color and it's going to give a little bit of a flavor. It's not something I use all the time. It's just a one-time use. Some all-purpose seasoning. And I'm going to also add some green seasoning with some garlic, green onion, thyme, pepper, and cilantro. So I'm going to add some of that to flavor up the fish very nicely. And you know I have to go in with my hand to really mix things up here so all that ingredients can well and incorporate in this fish. I'm going to leave the fish to sit while I'm cooking the cook-up rice. Once the cook-up rice is boiling, I'm going to go ahead and fry these up so we can serve up everything nice and hot. You see the color that I have here? Beautiful color, right? It smells really, really nice. So I'm going to cover this down and come back to it when it's time for us to fry them. I have all my ingredients here for the vegetable cook-up rice that I'm making. I have purple onion, green onions, pepper, thyme. I have my black-eyed peas and red peas that I soaked and boiled. I'm adding some carrots, ochros, pumpkin, black pepper, salt, cook-up seasoning, 5 spice. And I have my rice. I like to wash it and leave it in some water. So let's prepare this vegetable cook-up rice to go with our fried snapper. Onion is going in the pot. I should keep some to add later. We're going to cook this for a bit until it softens up a little before we go in with the next ingredient. We're going to go in with our rice. Make sure you wash your rice very nice and clean. Let me get all the grains in here. I'm not making a lot, just a little bit this time. By the time you add everything, the pot always becomes full, and then you'll have cook-up rice for a few days. So I'm going to fry this up now. And we're going to go in with some thyme, and I'm adding a lot of thyme. Thyme gives a beautiful flavor. So you can add the stem, you can take out some of the stem. You can fish them out later, but the stem have a lot of flavor as well. These are short stem thyme, so I'm going to add some of the stem as well. I'm going to add my carrots because that's the next hardest thing to cook. This is optional, but I like to add as much vegetable as I can into the dish. I'm going to go in with my beans or peas, black eye and red peas. We're going to mix this up. We're gonna start adding flavors now. So let's go in with our black pepper. We're gonna add some salt and then give it a mix. And cook up rice is very easy to make. It can go many different ways, and you can add anything of your choice and still end up with a beautiful pot of deliciousness. I like to go in with some Chinese 5 spice into mine. This is optional. It gives a nice flavor though. Just a little. And then we're gonna go in here with some cook up seasoning. This is also optional. Whatever you have handy, you can add to your cook up rice. And then we're gonna mix as we go. And now I'm gonna add some green onions. I like to add some later on, so I'm gonna go in with half of the amount right now. I'm gonna go in with my freshly blended coconut milk that hubby blended for me. We're gonna give this a mix. Pumpkin. You can add any vegetable of your choice. These are just additional flavors and sweetness. And I'm gonna go in with some ochros. I'm gonna add another piece of pepper, 1 pepper altogether. Mix this in and add a little bit more of water. I'm gonna cover this down and let it cook until the rice softens up. But I have a piece of married man pork that I blended up with onion and freeze it. That's the only way I can keep this. And this go very nice with the cook-up rice. So I'm gonna add that in there. And then add a little bit more of water. And let this cook, and we will start frying up our snapper. We're looking good, we're looking good. Check it out. We have all our vegetables showing, the peas and everything. I'm gonna cover it down back and let it cook on medium to low heat while I'm gonna fry up the fish now. So now I'm gonna lightly dust the fish in some seasoned flour before we start frying them. Lightly dust them. Make sure you shake off all the excess, just so the fish don't stick. We don't need much. And then we will add them to the hot oil. Fry them until they're nice and golden brown. And this will go nice with our cook-up rice. The fish is frying up nicely. I'm flipping these on the other side. Make sure that it's nice and have a crust on both sides. And they're gonna be delicious to go with your cook-up rice. I like when it's crunchy on the outside and still flaky and nice in the inside. So let's check on the rice now. And that is coming up nicely. I'm gonna go in with the rest of my ingredients I had on the side. We're gonna give this a mix. And if you notice, I have my boiled pepper here. I have another one over here. I'm gonna cover it down back and let it cook some more. The rice grain still needs to cook a little bit more. By the time we finish with the fish, this will be ready, nice and hot for dinner. Look how nice this looks. Very colorful and beautiful in the eyes. And this is my last batch of fish. And here is the finished product, my vegetable cook-up rice. I have some cucumber, lettuce, and tomato to go with it. And to top it off with my fried gray snapper. Nice and well seasoned. Look very beautiful in the eyes. And this is what dinner look like. So all are invited. Come on down for some Guyana gray snapper and some cook-up rice. I'm gonna plate up and let you all know how this tastes. This dish here is one of my favorite. And guys, here is that beautiful vegetable cook-up rice, my fried gray snapper, and some veggie to go with that. This goes very nice with some achar or some pepper sauce, but I have some boiled pepper on top, and I'm gonna mash that pepper into the rice. I'm already drooling, and the first mouthful will go for the viewers. So let's take our first bite here. Cheers. Wow. The pepper is not so hot. It was a piece from the head, so I got a nice hint of that spiciness. The cook-up rice is just perfect. It's nice and it's scattered. It's not pasty. And the flavor of the thyme and the cardamom poke is rich in there. Very, very nice with the red peas and black eye. I'm going to take another mouthful here. So nice. And to go in for a piece of the fish, check this out. The gray snapper. Look at that. Nice and white. And the outside have a nice golden brown color. This is the meaty part of the fish. There's a bone in here. A nice light crust on the outside. And the fish is well seasoned, full with flavor. Oh la la. I don't want to stop eating. I can eat the fish on its own with some pepper sauce, or I can eat it with a piece of bread. So delicious. Perfect combination for a cook-up rice. So I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my meal. Thank you guys for coming along and cooking this dinner with me. Guyana fried gray snapper and a nice red peas and black eye cook-up rice. It tastes delicious. The coconut milk is so rich in there. Everything is absolutely delicious. I'm gonna take a bite for each and every one of you. Stay blessed, stay safe, love you all. I'll catch you in my next video.